will ask this, Steve. I know neither one of you has any clue, but you've seen the running back situation handled week to week, and of course injuries have played the major role in that. But what would be your hunch on how the running back distribution is going to work for this game?
Yeah, it sounds like Miyan Williams is under the weather right now. I don't know how to typify his illness, but he was not on the field with the team this morning, according to everybody who went to practice. I stayed behind and worked on a Jim Knowles story that went out while the other people on our staff went over to the stadium. But that wasn't a good thing, obviously. Now, it was good news that C.J. Hicks, a promising freshman linebacker, was on the field. It was thought that maybe he had suffered some kind of serious leg injury in the opening kickoff of the Michigan game, but it looks like he may be even available to play on special teams for this game, so that's good. Regarding the running backs, if Williams is limited, then it falls to Chip Treyanum, the 235-pound erstwhile linebacker who did play running back for 2 seasons at Arizona State. And I wrote a big story about him yesterday, and now he prefers and wants to stay at running back going forward, and they probably need him given, and I don't even use this word lightly, the brittle nature of Travion Henderson and Miyan Williams and how, they're in and out of the lineup every week. And I do not, believe me, it do not mean to make fun or impugn anybody's character or whatever. I mean, these are serious injuries that these guys are sustaining on a weekly basis that have kept them out. I mean, Henderson required foot surgery to correct a broken bone in his foot. So, this is not guys jaking it and sitting out and these kind of things. So I think that Chip Treyanum will be there and he'll play. And Dallin Hayden, the promising young freshman who had 100 yards against Indiana and Maryland, he should get a shot as well. And the 3 of them are going to go and try and make a go of it. And that's all Ohio State can do. They say Miyan Williams is fine health-wise other than the illness. So I take that to mean if he's available, he would start, get a few carries, get his feet wet, and then get the other 2 guys in the game as well and, try and utilize them. The issue is Georgia, I think, is number 1 nationally against the run. So there's a lot of people and there's a mindset out there that Ohio State should entirely abandon the run. And, unless they're having some kind of success with it, which seems unlikely, given the injuries and how good Georgia is, I mean, maybe just throw the ball 45 times and let it all hang out, I guess, because LSU did give up 502 yards passing, or Georgia gave up 502 yards passing to LSU in the last game. So that's my inclination on it is they'll have running backs. How effectively they'll run the football, we don't know. And maybe they should try and throw it to beat this team. I don't know. They want to be balanced, but and it's been hard for Ohio State to win a game when they don't establish the run, but this may be one of those instances.
Yeah, I mean, I was at practice. I saw C.J. Hicks there. I saw Matt Jones back, offensive guard, going through drills, had his knee braces on like all the other offensive linemen do, but we saw times where Enoch Mahi was in there as well. So, that probably comes down as a game time decision. We will get the availability report to release a couple hours before the game on Saturday. So to be continued there. Talking about just the running back carries, Dallin Hayden was kind of the first one to go through drills while Chip Treyanum was number 2. Those are going to be your guys if you have a diminished Miyan Williams. People I'm talking to still are trying to say that a lot of the Miyan Williams things are being a little overblown, but could that be a little bit of subterfuge out there? Again, we will find that one out on Saturday night. I agree. It's rare that you talk about a team going all out, throwing the ball, and having an opportunity to win. You want to have a balanced team. I want a team that's 250 and 250, 250 rush, 250 pass. Urban Meyer and coach speak and everything else. Well, Georgia gives up 77 yards on the ground in the nation, period. Georgia really has not faced a murderer's row of running backs. At this point, Ohio State doesn't have a murderer's row of running backs. They don't have Trevion Henderson, period. We don't know what Miyan Williams' availability or the amount of usage will be. I don't think that there is a huge necessity to run a lot. And I spoke to somebody who covers Georgia, and he said more or less, if Ohio State insists on trying to establish the run, they deserve to lose the game. So, take that for what it is. Going vertical on Georgia seems to be the path. I tend to agree there. I said it earlier in the show. I think that it comes down to the biggest run I'm concerned with is CJ Stroud accepting what is in front of him and picking up a couple few yards here. Don't get yourself hit, slide, go out of bounds, whatever it is. But Ohio State can't get off schedule. If Ohio State gets off schedule, the snowball will turn into a cabin-consuming mass, and it'll be over before you know it.